Hey, ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome to everyone tonight, and thank you for turning up, particularly given the medical events around the world. Those who don't know me, I am Keith Hiscock. I'm the Chief Executive of Hardman & Co. We've got 5 speakers tonight. So our first speaker is going to be Jonathan Cohen from Howard Kennedy, who are our hosts, and thank you very much for that tonight. Jonathan's going to speak on a topic which I think is at the top of the agenda of many investors' minds at the moment, which is ESG investing. Jonathan's got a very good perspective on this space since he's an industry-recognised energy solicitor specialising in renewables and low-carbon energy transactions, and he's the head of the energy team at Howard Kennedy. Jonathan, over to you.
Thank you, Keith, and good evening, everyone. My name's Jonathan Cohen. I'm a partner and head of the energy team here at Howard Kennedy, and we're delighted to host this Hardman Investor Forum this evening. I was asked to say a few words about ethical investing and sustainable investment, and it's given what I do, I work in the energy sector. It's very prevalent, very topical. It's in the news all the time. And what's quite clear at the moment is investors are now recognising climate risk as a key investment risk, and so climate risk will impact the physical world as well as the global system that finances economic growth. And there's been a couple of recent news stories that really highlight this trend in the market. The first one is BlackRock, the world's largest investor, recently announced they're placing sustainability at the heart of their investment approach, and so they won't be investing in fossil fuel or dirty energy assets or projects. And the second one is an interesting one in relation to Barclays, the investment bank. Various shareholders and pension funds have urged Barclays to stop lending to firms investing in fossil fuels. And so a group of 11 pension investment funds managing more than £130 billion worth of assets have filed a resolution which, if passed, would mandate Barclays to set clear targets to phase out services to energy companies that fail to align with the Paris Agreement's global commitments to cut greenhouse gas emissions. So this just shows some of the recent events that's highlighting this trend in ESG, sustainable investment, ethical investment. So it's all positive news, but there was a recent Schroders 2019 global investment study that said that 25% of people who were surveyed feel prevented from investing in sustainable investments due to concerns of giving up financial returns. So I guess this investor perception needs to change in the marketplace. A bit about this evening. The presentations are due to finish at 7:55, but please do stay for drinks and canapes and continue networking until 9 p.m. And on that note, I'll pass back to Keith, who will take over from here and introduce the presentations. Thank you.
Jonathan, thank you very much for that. Okay, so we have 4 companies or funds speaking this evening. You'll find you should have had a pack on the way up that contains a copy of the presentations being given tonight, together with a 4-page note from us on each of the companies, and importantly, a feedback form. We'd be very grateful if you could fill in that form as we go along tonight with your impressions and views about the presentation. So without further ado, let's move to the first company, or the first fund, which is RM Secured Direct Lending. RMDL aims to generate attractive and regular dividends through investment in debt instruments which are backed by real assets, led by exceptional management teams. They look for, in particular, high cash flow visibility. The average yield, well, it may have changed given what's gone on in the market, but the average yield when I last looked on the loans was 8.58%, average life 3.42 years. And about half the loans are linked to LIBOR, and about half are senior secured, if I got that right. And the fund's got a market cap of £130 million. We're very fortunate this evening to have James Robson, the Chief Investment Officer, to present.